Good morning. Good morning, people from around the world. It is Sunday, the 5th of April. It's the day after your big 444 portal activation. If you like that or not, it doesn't matter. It happened yesterday. Welcome to the 5th. How are we all doing? I hope you're all doing super duper duper. If you saw me making weird hand movements, that's to the person that's in the back room because we got a guest today. So, let us begin with a little bit of a moment's breath. Good morning to Kunal Kapoor. How are you doing? Fancy a little bit of 1 minute breath work? 4 breaths to bring in the day. So, get yourself nice and comfortable wherever you are. We'll take a couple of breaths together and then we will begin. Find yourself a nice comfy seat. Move your shoulders a little bit. Just take a normal breath in. And another normal breath in. And on the out breath, empty your lungs. And then take a big deep breath in nice and slowly. To the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold. And then let it out to the count of 4. 2, 3, 4. And back in. 2, 3, 4. And back out. 2, 3, 4. And back in. And hold at the top. And then let it out as slowly as you can. And just a couple of normal breaths. And just tell yourself, well done. For no reason. Just let yourself know that you think you've done well. Welcome and good morning to the day. Good morning to the day and good morning to Tom Backen, who is watching with us as well. Well, I feel cleaner today, I can tell you that, and it's not because I had a shower. But I can't tell you any more why. I just can tell you this. It's a very nice day and I woke up feeling better today. I've definitely had a couple of days of chunkiness and heaviness. I don't know, but today's better. Where are you in the world? What is it like today? I'll tell you now. Blue sky report. Manchester has blue skies today. Winner, winner, winner. We don't get that too often, although we did have 3 gorgeous days of blue sky after we had the after all the planes stopped, which I thought was going to last forever, but it didn't do, unfortunately. My scientific study failed to make the grade. So we have Stefan with us this morning. We've got Elaine. They've got to be my 2 biggest fans as well. Hello there. Hello, hello, hello. This morning, what have we got on for you? So, as ever, I started this off so that we could have a little bit of a run through of things that are on. Sunday is the quietest of all of the days. I have 8 things on. I'm going to do a bit of a re-push on this. But we got the Jojo Crago. We got Vinyasa Floor at 7:45, which we have sadly missed. And at 10 o'clock, there's Ecstatic Dance as well, which is right now. So then the next thing on is at 12 o'clock, we've got the Gaga Dancers, which is your movement and your stretching and your getting out there and getting the body moving for the day. 12:30, we have Lavinia Sanders, who does her guided meditation. And at 2 o'clock, we've got the Gaga Dancers again. Now, they're different teachers each time, so don't feel that if you've been to one, you shouldn't go to the other one. We then have a break. You can have some lunch, things like that. And at 7 o'clock, we've got Mara Menzies doing her story time with kids. So if you still haven't checked that out, I watched one of her videos the other day. She's a beautiful storyteller. So please do check that out as well. Now, I have just realized, I'll tell you what we don't have. I have on today at hours. I'll fill this out afterwards. But at 1800 hours today, I've got a business technology Sunday surgery, helping people just get online, dealing with Zoom, virtual conferencing, anything like that. So if you're in business and you're wanting some advice or some support on that, jump on. I'll post the Zoom link after this. And it's a Zoom link, but I will be live streaming it as well. So then at 8 o'clock, we have a meditation this evening with... a bit of feedback on there. We've got a meditation. I'm going to guess that's with Tim. Yeah, Tim Snell. Tim Snell at 8 o'clock. And 10 o'clock, we have Yoga Nidra, which is some calming, peaceful yoga before bedtime. So we've got here, Elaine says, it is blue skies in Nusden, but really, really, really windy. I think that's just Lancashire. I think it's just a little bit windy as Lancashire. Blows the cobwebs off, Mum. And Christine says, yes, I've booked onto that, hun. Awesome. Even if it's just me and you, Christine, well, you get all the time, don't you? You see, this is the beauty. You've got to be in it to win it. I find that these lives and all of these supports people are doing are like competitions. Nobody enters them because everyone thinks they won't win, even though if they just show up, they get all the time. So whoever is on, I know there's only a couple of people that are booked on at the minute. So we'll see who shows up. And if it is just me and you, then you have my undivided attention, darling. So as ever, if you know people who offer services like all these services over here, then please share. I've put all the links above now. There's a link for today. There is a link for the week, and there is a link to contribute. I do want to do another push and get out there and share it more. And I also want to start to include some of the business services that are offering as well, because I want to start to cater to all people. And some of the clients I've been working with recently are just really looking for additional support that's not necessarily healing. And I am a big advocate right now of doing some inner work on yourself. However, at the same time, there's a lot of other pressures going on, dealing with furloughing, understanding the self-employment and what they deal with the government and what you can get from that and how that's based on your returns from last year. So I want to offer some additional services for people if you're running a business that can help and support, as well as some of the things that might support yourself. So I'm going to start that today with my Sunday surgery. So if you know anybody that is in business who is struggling with how do I move from offline to online, please do comment in the comments below, bring them in. I'll show them the tech surgery link. They can go onto that. And also at the same time, I'm going to find some way of splitting this into like personal and maybe business so that it's nice and clear. I'll do something like that each day as well. So if you know people that offer any opportunities and things for people, then please do let me No, Christine says, I am grateful, sir. Welcome. Love it. Okay, so I think I've left that up. I have. We have done that. We have done that, although I haven't changed the date of it. So today I'm going to talk about fasting. So you either think, people might think fasting is something you do if you're crazy. You might do it if you're in training for something. You might do it if you're following a religious practice. Many religious practices have fasting, and there is actually a reason for that. And you might do it for health reasons. I have fasted on and off for years. I've done full water fasts for about 5 days. I've done nil by mouth, so that's no water, nothing passes your lips at all, for nearly 3 days, 2.5 days, and I've done intermittent fasting, and I've tried a few of them. And what I can definitely say is they all have their benefits, and they all have their times when they should be done, or from my experience and my opinion, when they should be done. And a few days ago, me and Christina decided that we do truly believe that this time that we're going through right now, whether you're into spiritualness or not, it is a massive purge. As I shared yesterday, it's the mixing up of everything. And at the same time, one of the hardest things you can do when fasting is to do it when everything's normal, when you're being invited out for dinner, when you've got work, you've got client meetings, people are offering you coffees and teas and hot chocolates and cakes and biscuits and pastries. Just having a moment to remember cakes and biscuits and pastries. So, and anyone who knows me will understand my somewhat excessive chocolate addiction. Try and show you what I look like. This is This is effectively what I look like when we're on screen sharing. This is effectively what I look like when I am asking for chocolate or wanting chocolate. Effectively, let's have a look. Probably like a mixture between like the really nice, nice-ish face and probably something like that. That's me if you take my chocolate away from me. And I have actually pulled faces like that, I think. So I can honestly say that I had a mild form of an addiction, let's say. So we decided to go start fasting about 4 days ago. We're doing day fasting, so we eat once a day, probably between the hours of like 4 and 6-ish. We can eat pretty much anything, although we've chosen not to have bread, and I'm definitely not having sugar and chocolate till at least next Sunday, which also happens to be Easter Sunday as well. I'm not doing it for any particular religious reasons, but I can definitely say that when you begin to fast, I like to think of the body as a little bit like an engine. And if you were buying two cars and they were identical, and one car's done 100,000 miles and one car's done 50,000 miles, which one would you buy? You buy the one with 50,000 miles. And if you look at whilst even with all the science we've got, and whilst with all the technology and information we have in the world, we still haven't nailed diet, which blows my mind. But it does add to the value that I do believe that there's not one diet that suits all. However, if you look at the two civilizations, the two cultures who live the longest on this planet, it is the Okinawans and it is the Seventh-day Evangelists. What do they have in common? Well, they live a much simpler life and they're much more connected to what's going on. However, so are other cultures, and they don't live as long. So what is the golden thread that connects these two cultures or societies that doesn't connect all the rest? And that is they eat less food. They practice eating. They actually have words in the Okinawan tradition, which is an island off Japan, they have a word to basically say you eat until the first burp. And as soon as you have the first burp, you're full. So they don't necessarily fast every day, but they also have a word for a person who eats until they are full. And there's a big difference between not hungry and full, and not full, sorry. And I didn't experience that until I started fasting. So we've been fasting for about, I think we're on day 5 or day 6 today, and I feel great. I feel really, really, really good. There's a couple of times and a couple of days when it's difficult, but it's like giving up anything. You're just like, you can do it. And it's only for a period of time, and not eating bread, not eating sugar, not drinking alcohol either. And honestly, it's a really beautiful time to just cleanse and purge the body. I can tell I'm detoxing. Like you can taste it in your mouth. It's not a bad taste, but you just know. And you might even go through a period where you have like a little bit of a headache. But the benefits from fasting, from intermittent fasting, are staggering, absolutely staggering. Whether you're looking at it from a purging of the body, whether you're looking at it from autophagy, which is the body's ability to recycle cells. So as soon as your body's in autophagy stage or autophagy stage, which takes about 16 hours, you will start to healthily destroy the cells in your body that are not functioning. Cells that might be sat there won't replicate, because cells don't replicate unless they're healthy, unless they're cancerous. And it clears them out and gets rid of them. And I think now is a really beautiful time to do that. You don't have the normal distractions that you would have every single day. You don't have the routines you would have. You have the opportunity to. And it could be a really beautiful time, so that when we pop out the other side of these lockdown, wherever you're in, you'll be healthier, you'll likely be happier, you'll likely be fitter as well. So I really just wanted to call that to attention. If you've thought about fasting, it's a really beautiful time. We just do one day a meal, one meal a day. And I find that a really easy way to fast. You don't have to push yourself too hard. If you're struggling with that, have a bit of liquid at the beginning, have a bit of liquid at the end, and just start to taper it off. But just have solid meals once during a day. You do not have to give up sugar. You do not have to give up bread. The first part of intermittent fasting is just giving the body a bit of rest. Instead of driving down the motorway at 70, 80, 90 miles an hour every day, revved out, full, all the time eating, just give it a bit of time where it's not. And no, sleeping is not considered a conscious fast. It is a fast. That's why breakfast is called break fast. It is the first meal of the day. It does not mean you have to eat at 7 a.m. Yes, your energy levels will go up when you fast. Everyone thinks that they go down. They do not. They go up because you have more energy, because you're not spending energy digesting food. So I wanted to share that, because people have got, that's my personal experience of fasting, not just the science behind it. And I hope that's useful for people. I really do. Randomly, after having nobody in the back room for a long time, I can definitely welcome not just one, but 2 people. And I have no idea how that's happened, but there is a post that says, if you want to sing a song, come and join us. So I've got Freddie Greenmantle on the line, coming in from Manchester, I think. And I do have someone that says Ashley, and I can't see the image. Before I bring you in, I'm just going to say a really good morning to Jeff Alexander, who is with us. We have David Beowulf, who is with us as well. Robin Law. Good morning, everyone. And Christine, just before I move on, because I forgot everyone there, didn't I? Christine says a massive increase in people drinking right now, when it would be easier to stop now. Like you say, the temptation is to go from the bars after work. I didn't know there was a massive rise in people drinking, but I'm not surprised. I saw a post the other day that said, when you come out of quarantine, will you be an alcoholic, divorced, pregnant, overweight, a fit body, or something else? And I thought that was quite amusing, but it is very apt. It is easier to stop drinking now, and I can definitely say, as a person look, we all have mild forms of alcoholism. We definitely do. And if you don't, then you're either being very truthful with yourself or you're not. But if you can't go a couple of days without a drink, then there is something in that. I couldn't go a day without eating chocolate. I couldn't even not eat chocolate after a meal. Like it was a pull. I can definitely say that. I'm going to really quickly, I'm going to bring in Ashley. If you are there and you're wanting to sing, darling, then I'm going to bring you in after Freddie. You're on. You click the link. I love it. But Freddie has been lined up for a while. She has been following me and watching for ages, and I love Freddie to bits. Jeff Jeff says there's actually shortages in some off licenses. Wow, I can't believe that. Chocolate is Jeff's vice too. Jeff, honestly, man, you're into fitness. Look up intermittent fasting. Just try a day. Do it every now and again. We're just doing it solidly all the way through. But come on, give a beautiful round of applause. I don't have a fake round of applause. So I'll do a real one too. Freddie Green Metal. Is your audio working? Oh, it's not, is it? The audio's not working. Oh, that's pants. There's an anticlimax if ever you had one. I can't hear you, Freddie, no. And I'm just going to check. Say hello, Freddie. I'm guessing no one else can hear Freddie. Can other people hear Freddie? I have had this randomly once before. Let me turn this up. No. I can't hear you, Freddie, no. Freddie, I'm gonna have to. I know it's really gutting, isn't it? I don't have a backup song either. Maybe that's why Ashley's here. Freddie, I'm gonna kick you out the green room again. Join once more time and let's see if it works. Okay. If you can connect on a computer or a pad, it's probably going to be better. But if you don't have one, use your phone. Let's try it one more time. All right. And then I'm going to come to Ashley for now. Sorry, darling. Who do we have over here? Maybe you're speaking as well and I can't hear you. Let's have a see. Ashley, come in 1, 2, 3. I hope this isn't someone like, what's this Facebook bombing? I don't get any. Who is that? I don't know. Maybe you are speaking. I don't know what's up with this system. It's a good job I'm not a professional broadcaster, isn't it? Okay, Ashley, I'm going to have to remove you as well. Authenticated with YouTube. No mad. Okay. All right, so this is unexpected. Where does that leave us? I don't know. Should I strum you some chords until we hear from Freddie? Ashley's back on there. Let's have a see. Ashley, can you hear us and can we hear you?
I can hear you.
See, I can tell that you're speaking because I can see it doing that. It's pulsing. However, I don't know. It's not something at my end, is it?
You can't hear me?
I apologize for these technical difficulties. I remember Bob Doyle when I was doing some Facebook Live stuff with him, and he said sometimes you just encounter technical difficulties. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, Ashley, we'll deal with it another time. I do apologize and thank you for coming on. And if you're going to sing us a song, I'll tell you what, if you really want to sing us a song, record it, and I promise you I will play it because I have the ability through this system. So you take care. Oh, well. I haven't got a song ready. I've not even got a songbook with me. Let's have a see what we can do. I said I'd learn some songs for people as well, didn't I? What have we not played? Why do we play one? Oh, God. I would do this today, wouldn't I? I do like this song. It's a hard one for me. I'm going to give it a go. Oh, people say they can hear Ashley. Oh, well, Ashley's gone. Ashley, you were being heard. I do apologize. That is really weird. Okay, well, look, guys, we're going to 10:31. I'm going to need to get going. So I'm going to do this song and then I'm going to pick up and find out why. The test worked the other day, I promise you. Promise you it worked the other day. Okay. This is a poem by Rumi. You might recognize the tune in the song. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Oh, come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Oh, come, come, whoever you are. This isn't a caravan of despair. Oh, come, come, whoever you are. This isn't a caravan of despair. It doesn't matter if you've broken your vows 1,000 times before, and yet again, come again, come again, come, and yet again, come again, come again, come. Come, come, whoever you are, worshipper, wanderer, lover of leaving. Oh, come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Oh, come, come, whoever you are. This isn't a caravan of despair. Oh, come, come, whoever you are. This isn't a caravan of despair, and it doesn't matter if you've broken your vows 1,000 times before, and yet again, come again, come again, come, and yet again, come again, come again, come again, come again, come again, come again, That was Rumi's poem. I'm trying not to say half butchered by me. I do love singing that song, but it's so I'm still in practice with that one, as you can see. But what would a consistent person be if not to sing you a song like he has done every single day? So I hope you all enjoyed that. I hope you did. My dad says, well done. Obviously, honestly, Dad, every time I don't want to do a song and I'm scared or I'm worried, I think about what you said and I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. That was to Christine because she said yes to the guitar. Okay. I think we're all good. So I apologize to Freddie if you are still listening. I know you really want to sing and I really wanted you to sing as well. I wanted you to sing as well. Okay. Jeff's going for a Sunday run. Go for it, Jeff. Right. We're finishing off now. We'll carry on with the rest of our day. Okay. Find yourself somewhere comfortable, somewhere soft, somewhere gentle. Find yourself a nice seat. Close your eyes and take your gaze inwards. Take a couple of normal breaths. And as you exhale, empty your lungs. And take a deep breath into the count of 4. 3, 4. And just hold it there. Just move your shoulders a little bit. See if you can lift your shoulders up. Roll them to the back. And then let them out as you let the air out. Let them drop. And breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe into the count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out as slowly as you can. And just take a couple of normal breaths. Put your attention on your eyeballs. And then just move the attention back a little bit. As if you're just following your vision down your throat, down your neck, into your body. See if you can become aware of your heartbeat. Maybe it's vibrating. Maybe it's beating. See if you can identify it. It's always there. But we don't always think about it. Then in your own way, just say thank you. You can always find stillness and rest in the body through the breath. It's the first thing we do when we enter this planet, and it will be the last thing that we do. It's always there with us. And when you're ready, if you wish, just begin to open your eyes. So whichever country you're in, pretty confident it's still Sunday. So we have a beautiful Sunday. A good morning and a last minute hello to Martin Wright, and to Nina and Simon and Will. I wish you all a pleasant day. Thank you to Freddie and everybody. Take care.